What's going on, my PT peeps? I'm Walking Dead family and my fighters. I'm One Eye Bry, also known as PT. I don't know if I'm winking or blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about The Walking Dead Season 11, Episode 22. Same tunnels, Alexandria tunnels. Spoiler warning for all things Walking Dead. So we're going to talk about a couple of different things here. The trailer that we saw for Season 11, Episode 22. And to me, it's got to be the same tunnels. I believe that's Daryl, and it's probably Maggie. It could be Carol, but going down the ladder. And I think they go into the Alexandria tunnels, which is a nice callback. But in the trailer, we see Daryl outside of Alexandria looking in with the binoculars, and he sees Ezekiel and Negan, and they have to do something to get inside Alexandria. And I doubt the Commonwealth know about the tunnels, because this is it's kind of funny that they went to Alexandria of all places, like, hey, let's bring them back, the place that they know very well. But Negan is definitely in trouble there. But we see Daryl with the flashlight, and I'm guessing that's actually Connie. So they probably all go down the tunnels to get into Alexandria to save the day. And it's good to see. I love the callbacks, and pretty much there's been callbacks in every episode in part 3, which there should be. I mean, we're running out of episodes. Episode 1122 is really getting close to the end, which is 1124. But the tunnels take me back to season 8 with Rick. And it's just cool to see that they're reusing the sets or the area that they used for previous production. I mean, there's definitely something that they could do. But I love the callbacks too, you know, taking us back. And season 8 is not the best season in my eyes. Season 7 and season 8 of The Walking Dead are some of the worst of the series. But Rick's still around. Carl's still around for at least half of it. And it's cool that we get to see the connections back here, even though it's a bad reason. You know, just looking at these photos, and when I was getting the photos together for the video, it just takes me back to be like, wow, you know, this is going to remind me of when we lost Carl. You know, Rick goes down and Carl is not looking good, and he got bit, which was a pretty weak way to kill off Carl. And I didn't really like Carl that much, but he deserved better than this. To get bit on the side, off camera, and then we see the bite. It's just like, man, this is pretty weak. But this has got to be the spot. Like, Daryl and Maggie and Carol have to remember this, right? They have to remember what happened here. And I hope that they stop and pause and we look at the wall right there, or we see something, or Daryl or Maggie or Carol references it. You know, like, it just would be cool to see what happened here, call back to the show. And it's impactful. And some say it changed The Walking Dead right here. Carl left, and then Rick left in season 9, and Michonne left in season 10, and the show really hasn't been the same. It's still good, but it's not the same too. But the tunnels are a cool thing to call back. I think it's going to make sense for us, and it just makes sense to me. I mean, they could be in the tunnels going into the Commonwealth, but it just makes more sense that these are the same tunnels to get into Alexandria. And we know that our group is going to go into Alexandria because we see in the trailer that Alexandria Processing Center is Outpost 22. This is definitely inside one of the homes inside Alexandria. We know that Carol is going to get in there, and it's just them taking back Alexandria. We're running out of episodes, so a lot of stuff has to happen. We should see probably a lot to do with the trial for Eugene, hopefully Oceanside, hopefully the stuff with Aaron's group, and you see Maggie and Carol going to storm in this room. I wonder if the kids are actually in here, and they will save the kids for sure. Negan's not messing around. This is from the trailer, the Comic-Con trailer. So I wonder if he's taking out a Commonwealth soldier or the warden guy. But Negan is being Negan, that's for sure. And we know that Negan and Maggie are going to work together, and they probably have to go back to the Commonwealth and free their people and take down the Commonwealth. And this is definitely the start of that story arc. But also in the trailer from Comic-Con in July, this past July, we saw this scene or sequence. We see E2, E3, E4, and this has got to be them going into the Commonwealth, right? I mean, you see Maggie, you see Father Gabriel, you see Negan. I'm not sure who's next to Negan. Is it Annie? Is it Rosita? I mean, I couldn't make out the other people there, but you clearly see Maggie and Father Gabriel going to E2, but I'm guessing it's different tunnels and it's probably a different sequence. But it's just a cool thing that they could be going back in the same Alexandria tunnels that they used before, but this time they're going to use the tunnels to save the day, and here they were hiding from Negan and the Saviors, and they might even reference that. Hey, we hid down here when you attacked us, and I hope they make a reference to Carl. The fans want those callbacks. You know, I love the callbacks and the connections, especially when Maggie was walking down the railroad tracks. Reminded a lot of us of when they went to Terminus. But we'll have to see how it goes down. I'm super excited to see how it all connects, if it makes sense. The spinoffs, the Rick and Michonne, Dead City, Daryl Dixon show that started filming this week. Should be awesome. 2023 should be a great year for the Walking Dead universe, on paper at least. Hopefully it makes sense. But let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. And as always, tell them Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys.